So by this point, a little bit of time has passed, maybe like an hour or two. The naval officers are they're cleaning up the area. They're getting their reports. You four have just been kind of sitting with Lori and her father. People are
reports.
you were giving your sides of the stories. Heinrich obviously was backing you guys up. They made sure Lori's father was okay, and besides some minor injuries, he was all right. And lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, okay. And as you guys are sitting there, some Etrian elders have been called over, and while they were like the naval officers,
elders.
The naval officers were gonna just take Adrian away, and the elders approached and told him to wait a moment because they warned them that taking a mage just handcuffed is not enough to necessarily restrain them.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually have, and they brought this. It's an apparatus, basically a what looks to be like wooden armor almost, like just kind of cages over your arms and like pins them to your chest, kind of like it's almost like as if she were in a barrel now, basically.
And I presume they also probably have like a mask to keep her from speaking or something.
Yeah, and the barrel has these runic symbols on it. You can do a knowledge, either local or arcana, if you want to try and figure out what
I have local.
I have local now too.
Oh, okay, yeah, that. Okay, remember what I said about wasting 20s?
All right,
nice.
First wasted 20 of the night.
Should I even?
Yeah, I totally did.
This?
I probably did not need a natural 20 to be able to identify that.
Sarah, you can roll it anyway, because if you succeed, then like your character knows as well. Mm-hmm. Like technically, only Carisha would know at this point. Would you?
I didn't do nearly well.
Okay. Yeah, you're not familiar with it. Is that what do you want that to be, Carisha, Arcana, or local? Like which check?
Okay, guys, gotta be back just a second. I have to distribute dinner stuff.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, Adele, since Carter's not here, do you have her level 3 character sheet on hand or something?
Yeah, actually, she has a Gmail document for it. Hold on. Why, are you going to use it to, like, update stuff?
No, I'm just going to use it just in case we have any rolls that Rishkadish can make that I can't.
Oh. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. We should really use, just be half-hour. We might as well use the character rolls.
I'll have her sheet open, so you can just tell me if you want to do stuff, and I'll have her roll.
Need a knowledge dungeoneering check? Throw the orc at it!
Let's just say, I've kind of mentally been picturing Rishkadish actually being in Ursa's pocket, like... let's just say there was some kind of curse on something, and she shrank, and now to keep her with her, we have to keep her in our pocket, and she's just sitting in Ursa's pocket, feeling very annoyed.
Shrink person is a spell, isn't it?
Ursa's the only one with pockets big enough.
Shrink person is a spell.
Yeah, not one I have.
Although
but,
she would not be pocket-sized. She'd be like dog-sized.
I can be pocket-sized sometimes whenever Ellie feels like shrinking me.
Shrink person
that's just
brings you.
chat.
Shrink person brings you down one level lower than you are. So medium goes to small, small goes to tiny, and so on. But what you could do is get the permanency spell.
Oh God!
You shrink them once. You make it permanent. You shrink them again and make it permanent again.
That's just evil. I'm not cruel like that.
Yeah, no, that would be a pretty evil act.
That would be utterly mean. I wouldn't do that to Rishkadish. I mean, I'm sure she'd be an adorable little chibi, but...
Kara took knowledge nature now, because she knew nobody took it.
Ooh, fun.
So that's one thing you can have her do rolls on if you need to.
Good move.
She's been spending enough time outdoors that now she can actually identify stuff.
Yeah, I do try to do that when I don't think it's a requirement to pick stuff that is relevant to what you just did. Like, I could have fly, even though I have done nothing involving flight, but it makes more sense to actually pick stuff that's, that fits.
Yeah, it does fit her character because she was raised in like the wilds.
Yeah.
I've
She
just
has
been
knowledge engineering. I have no idea.
I've just been taking extra ranks in all of the stuff that I already have ranks in.
Right.
You're specializing.
Also, my character sheet says I have 34 HP, but I'm pretty sure that's a lie because last level I had 23 or something.
Okay. Yeah, you had 23. I have it written down.
Okay, well I got a 5 on my HP roll, so I think I now have 28.
Okay. I always do an opposing roll, but I did it while you were off doing whatever, and I rolled a 1, so take the 5.
Yeah, I'm taking the 5.
Okay, thanks.
What's your AC, by the way?
It should still be 16.
Oh, it's 16?
Oh, was it not 16 before?
It is now.
Okay. I guess Dirk bought upgraded armor in the interim. I'm now wearing leather
Actually,
instead of padded.
I had it written down here as 17, so
Oh,
you
what?
lost armor in the in between.
Okay, it should not have been 17.
Okay. I must have misheard you when you. I don't know. I asked and then wrote it down, but it could be wrong. Is Rick back?
Yeah, I'm back.
He's back.
All right.
I'm about to eat my...
Would you want your knowledge check to be for local or arcana?
local because that's where I have ranks.
Okay. You recognize the apparatus as kind of like a magic dampening armor, basically.
Ordinarily they just call that armor.
Yeah, but this one's like made to especially make sure you don't do it. It's made from the bark of some of the like arch trees that are from your home, and the runes etched in it. Basically, when you try to cast a spell, the runes absorb the magic that comes out of you, and just prevent it from doing anything.
Okay.
Ursa's just sort of looking at this thing and shuddering instinctively, and she's not quite sure why.
Certainly. And they also, they basically make it so that she can't speak either. They put something on her mouth so she can't talk. She's looking. She's conscious by this point, and daggers at the four of you the whole time.
Dirk bows ironically.
She's saying, even though she's gagged.
So many swear words being muttered.
You're not sure if all angry curses or swear words or a combination of the two.
I know, it's really a shame that she sent a whole. It's really a shame that we sent a whole bunch of people after her for no reason. Oh wait, no, that was her doing that to us.
You also notice that there's blood coming out of her ears from where the thundering stone went off.
Dirk high fives Ursa.
That looks like it might have done some permanent damage to her.
Oh my, permanent damage.
Well, she did roll really badly against it.
So basically, with her just completely helpless now, the guards begin taking her away, and the elders are going with them, and they're going to oversee any sort of involvement with her, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They are not from House Aaron, Carisho. You can just tell.
I reckon. I know. I definitely. Among other things, I imagine they have their house emblem on them. It's a different emblem.
Yeah, and it's a different one. You think that they're probably going with them to make sure there isn't some sort of political incident At least not any more than what's happened
Any more
already.
of a political incident?
Heinrich comes up to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking pretty happy right now.
Why that?
And he gives a light bow to the four of you and says, you all seriously exceeded expectations. I was really just expecting maybe some light information on Lamont and this gang. I did not expect us to be taking them down within 2 or 3 days. This is very impressive work. Last sword. He goes to shake Carisho's hand.
Carisho does so.
Okay, he goes to shake Dirk's hand.
Sure, why not? He does so reluctantly.
He also does so with Ursa.
Woo!
He says, "Thanks, babe," and he winks.
Oh my.
And
Roll for Rare Frost.
he Rishka looks at him.
Not really.
Rishka looks at him as if expecting to get a handshake as well, and he kind of just pats her on the shoulder.
You did good, kid.
And then awkwardly walks away from her. And then he says, "I'm gonna need a day or two to figure out what's gonna happen here with Lamont, and we gotta make sure we find out where she's kept that chime. In the meantime, just stay in the city. You can do as you want. I'll meet with you guys within the week, and we'll discuss rewards and anything that we're gonna do from here, basically."
Oh.
Do
Well, I
as
guess
we
this means-
want, eh? He does not say that out loud.
So don't take
Sounds
any
more-
jobs of requiring us to go out of town just yet. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
just
nice.
stay in for a few days. And, yeah, thanks for you guys did a really great job. Listen, Carisho, you're kind of charred. You might want to get some medical aid before you guys head back to the inn.
Yeah, it's on my list.
It's a
I
very
would
long
go
list.
around to it. I'm just saying, your beard's gone.
Carisho can't grow a beard. He's an elf.
Oh,
He didn't have a beard to begin
wow,
with.
that was really embarrassing, man. I thought they got burnt off. I'm so sorry. I'll speak to you for soon.
He was a very
We'll be in
strange man. Do you
touch.
think everybody in the guard is that strange?
He clips his heels as he's walking away.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Too expensive for the healing that I'm about to pay for because that hurt.
Okay, so he walks away. Lori is busy tending to her father, but you guys are pretty much free to do whatever you want at this point.
But whenever you
What
guys are
time?
ready, I'd like to go. I'd like to go to a temple and get some healing.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah. First things first.
Okay. Rishkadish doesn't agree. No, I'm joking. It's fine. The four of you head over to a local temple in the noble district. It's ornate, and it's not really. One thing. This is meta. This is out of character. It doesn't really have any religious identifications on it. In character, that's kind of common. There isn't really any active religions in this setting. There are clerics, but it's more of a spiritual kind of inner
Okay.
code.
Buddhist
We are
clerics.
surrounding the world tree, so you know.
Yeah, basically a cleric in this setting doesn't necessarily believe in a god.
Okay.
They just have.
They believe in
They
the
just
tree.
tap it. Yeah, they just tap
So
into
we're an
a-
entire world of deists. Okay, got it.
Basically.
I imagine they would, to an extent, worship the tree in an odd sort of
Yes,
way.
they definitely do. But obviously, it's kind of too recent for a church to necessarily be showing its symbols.
Oh, they'll be there, trust me.
You guys go in, and there are a few clerics in there. They're tending to some people who have been injured during the crab invasion.
Can we skip the queue?
What?
Can we skip the queue?
No, he's not that badly hurt, is he?
No.
Okay.
You don't. It doesn't look like there's a line. It's just like a few people being tended to in beds, who are probably pretty bad off.
Okay. Maybe not skip the queue then. Heretic to what?
One of the clerics approaches you and says, "Hello, my children. How may I serve you?"
Good sir. I could use some healing.
He got fireballed.
Seriously, you're asking that question? He got fireballed in the face. He's still smoking, and you're asking that question.
I am terribly sorry, sir.
Jesus.
Quickly, come over to this bed here, and they kind of nudge you over to it.
Mm-hmm.
Help
They
you.
get a cold rag.
Nice.
They put it on your forehead. Then the cleric says, "Why are you guys doing that? I'm just gonna use lay on hands." And they're like, "Oh, right." Hold on one second. I actually need to look up how that heals, actually.
Yeah, this is one I've never heard of before. Is this like massive strength? Well, not massive, but like bigger than cure light wounds type thing?
Cure moderate wounds is the next step up.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that.
Sure. Hold on.
Oh.
How's the spicy food?
It was okay. Okay, dining room table. I got her a raita. That's in the fridge on top of the eggs. I got you 2 mango lassies. That one's on the left side.
8 plus 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
You refill 15 HP, Rick.
Oh, hey, I think that actually brings me back up to full between the cure light I did to myself earlier and, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, my D8's rolled under the.
So you're looking pretty good. They offer you a shirt because your current one's kind of like embered.
Well, they're willing to give me a new shirt, sure.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I found my penny whistle.
Oh.
Well, thank God for that. I was worried.
Sorry.
They give you a new set of street clothes that aren't in ashes, and a couple hours pass, like an hour or two has passed. You're all healed up and ready to go.
Free clothes, yay!
The cleric doesn't ask for any compensation. So.
Well, that's nice. I was going to tell him to charge the city guard.
They're technically here on noble account, so they're kind of just paid by the nobles.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm sure Dirk's girlfriend would have vouched for me.
Okay, you're all healed up. So, yeah. It is probably just like the afternoon. You guys fought Adrian in the morning.
Okay. We should go.
Work, really?
We should go to the guild and get cash, get the reward for the crab quest.
Yay!
And then the cat, or did we turn the cat in already?
No, we turned the cat in, but we didn't get the. Wait, did we get the reward? That's right. She did give the reward directly to Ursa, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. I split that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 200 gold, so everyone would get 50. I don't know if it's split it or not. And she also offered Ursa to come back and play with her kittens if she wanted.
Ursa's pretty happy with this. She also got a point in handle animal out of this entire instance, so there you go.
So now you have a slight chance of not pissing them off.
Yeah. Better than nothing.
This is why every party needs a ranger.
You guys go to the guild hall. It is kind of dead at the moment. Most people must either be out adventuring or there's currently not a lot of jobs that people want.
Well, first things first. Let's cash in for the crab job.
Okay. You go up to the clerk working the front desk, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same guy who signed you guys up.
Mm-hmm.
He lowers his glasses, looks up, and just says, "Oh, you're those 4 from the Navy signed you guys up. How can I help
Indeed.
you?"
We'd like to claim the reward on the quest for the crabs.
We killed it.
As I recall, that quest was by kill, correct? That means that you'll get compensation for proof of any dangerous animal that had entered here.
Well,
Not just crabs. It was like any creature that was a threat to the city.
okay. Well, we'll bring out the crab, the carapace that we got, and
Okay.
note
Somebody's starting to smell a bit.
and Creature will go. Note the embellishments on the carapace here and the thickness of it. This is actually the king of the crabs, so to speak.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
We just
Guy
dumped this
examines it.
thing on the desk, haven't we?
He does a knowledge nature to confirm. He passes. He's like, yeah, that is indeed the king crab, so to speak. My goodness, where did you find this thing?
The sewers. That's where they're getting in.
Oh, all right. Have the guards been notified?
Yes.
Wonderful. Here, let me write up your reward here. Did you happen to get any other... Oh, hold on a second. He's looking through his stuff. I see a Nils Heimdall gave your guild credit for 2 crab kills yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so that
And all the excitement, I forgot about those 2.
Rishkadish also says, I caught lizards. Stupid human. And shows all the charred lizard creature things you guys fought, the ninja ones.
Ursa advises them to let Rishka just keep the lizard. She's really looking forward to barbecuing them.
The secretary does not want them. He makes it clear that this is just for proof. Like they're not keeping this giant crab thing you just threw on his desk.
What are we supposed to do with it?
He says, I don't know, that's not my problem.
Eat it.
And this part isn't really edible, it's like the shell.
He starts number crunching. And he goes, okay, that's 3 shocker lizards, 2 regular crabs, and the king crab. That's quite a kill. Your total comes out to 1,600 gold.
No, that's impressive.
200 for the 2 crabs, 300 for the shocker lizards, and 1,100 for that monstrosity you killed. Do we have the gold in the safe? He gets up and looks in the back to make sure they have that. Otherwise, he's gonna have to write you a voucher.
Oh God.
He returns with it. It's okay.
Okay.
He plops this jingling bag of change on the desk.
I'm gonna actually.
Sword.
Yes.
Bless you. He does remind you that Krisho is technically the one who has to accept the gold as the leader.
Krisho will do so.
And then he also marks off that your guild has completed a quest, which we track these things so that people looking to hire can see those who've successfully completed quests in our guild.
Well, you will be notified shortly by the guards that there's another quest that we have completed, but I believe they're going to be paying us directly, so so that they will probably notify you in a day or 2 of that.
Understood, sir. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I guess it's for the time being, we need to look for jobs that'll keep us in the city for the next day or two. We've been asked to not leave for the time being as they settle things from the last job.
Right. Well, you're welcome to the bounty board or the regular job board, whichever meets your fancy.
Might as well see. Well, I suspect the bounty board will probably potentially carry us out of town, but
Probably. Well, we can always have a look.
yeah, let's look at them both.
The bounty board is looking mostly the same from the last time you looked at it. There's bounties on the Pirate Wren, Meralda, and Tetra. Still very high bounties on the three of them.
Which we're not equipped for, and also probably we would need to go out of town for those. So those are probably out.
Oh, definitely. And no one has even bothered to like tear that bounty off the wall. There's also Rin, Rinn, who was a thief who fled the city into the wilds outside and like on the coast.
There's a chance he could pop back into the city, but I wouldn't count on it.
And the other bounty is a missed court date for a Joshua Sterling.
Ooh, sounds
Joshua
exciting.
Okay, hold on.
Should we do knowledge checks?
You can not really. I guess you can do like a knowledge local.
Sure.
But
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Ursa, you've kind
I'm not sure.
been hearing some hubble bubble about this Joshua who basically he got into a fist fight with a noble. The accounts of which haven't really been disclosed to you for why. And basically they put him under arrest, and then afterwards he had to go into a court date, and he just didn't go. And now there's a bounty on him to make him go.
I mean, if he tried to run out of town, which would be what I suspect happened, we again wouldn't be able to go chasing after him.
Well, we could at least.
The bounty gives no details. It says where he lives. That's about it.
We could at least go to his house.
I mean, we can check up on it. I just don't necessarily want to put our names in just yet. If it turns out we have to let it go when someone else grabs it in the time being, that could that would probably count against us. So
it doesn't really seem worth it.
Yeah,
I want to go to his house.
The pay is.
You just want to go to his house so you can steal his things.
I didn't say that.
The pay is
You
like
didn't have
50
to.
gold.
And being a bell-bondsman, not that profitable.
Yeah, it's not a well-paying job compared to the others.
Well, I mean, we can take a quick, we can memorize what he looks like, because if we do run into him, then we can like grab him, then we can capture him, take the job a job after the fact, and then get credit for it.
He's described as having long black hair. He is half elven and tan skin and green eyes. That's how he's described.
Okay, we'll remember that.
And that's about it on the bounty board. It looks like there were some other bounties listed, but the papers have been torn. You can kind of see the remains where they ripped, basically. So others have already claimed those.
Right. Well, we'll see how it goes. If we're lucky or they're unlucky, they'll go back up.
And that's it for the bounty board. And then there's also the regular job board.
Yeah, might as well look at the job board. There might be something we can take in town.
You remember that there was not a bounty, but a job to kill some wolves that had been sighted near town. That bounty is gone now.
Yeah.
Either someone claimed it or it no longer became an issue. There is still a job listing for a theater position, looking for performers who have combat experience. That's why they're specifically. That's why they're looking specifically for people in a guild and not like actors.
What if I'm an actor in a guild now?
Oh.
What if I'm a guild and an actor?
Oh God.
Now you're just getting meta. But either way, I think at least 2/3, half of the group is extremely interested in this.
Rishkadish does not want to do it.
She is not impressed in any way.
She scoffs at the very idea of it. And also, payment to be discussed. There's no actual money listed for it.
Oh, that's terrible.
There is a quest to deliver some packages from one of the merchants in this city to the city of Morte, which is one of the three major cities. Nona, the one you're in, is one of them. Morta is the second, and then Decima is the third city. And those are like the three major ones that all activity in this nation's kind of based around.
Morta sounds dead exciting.
You know, it does sound great, but again, gotta stay in town.
Yeah, I think we'll look at that one later.
There is a job for an upcoming noble meeting. Dirk, you remember Lori saying that your father was on his way here?
Yeah.
This job listing says that House Lestat, House Katarina are arriving in the city, and they need guards for when they arrive to basically protect them during the ceremony of their arrival.
We're skipping that.
Lestat, did you say?
I don't think he's ever actually told you his last name.
You know, if you're that concerned about some nobles coming in, I can disguise you.
I'll be fine.
For the record, though, that job isn't for like today. Like that's within the week when they actually arrive.
Mm-hmm.
We're still skipping it.
So you'd rather say you want to become an actor instead?
Yes.
I think he might have to become an actor anyway on account of the fact so far this is the only thing we can do.
There is one other job to guard the basically you'd be bouncers at one of the middle class pubs. They're apparently throwing a major kind of party tomorrow night.
Okay, how about we send Rishkadish to do that while the rest of us go do the acting stuff?
Can we actually do that? Is that allowed?
Actually,
if that's how you guys want to handle this.
That actually might make sense. It also explains why Rich Kadish isn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carl,
Emergent
we set off
gameplay.
Rich Kadish to make money, to beat people up and make money, and Carl
She'll
probably
be
like,
so happy.
Yeah.
All right. So Rich Kadish is pretty happy with that plan, especially if it means being left alone from you three.
Yeah, she gets to beat people up without the puny human telling her to not to.
Yeah. So she's totally on board to take that job. The only other job listing on there for you guys is a food taster job.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
a cook wants people to come in
Well,
and try his food and try and help him perfect a recipe.
No.
Well, what do you think, Dirk? Acting in a potentially deadly situation or eating in a potentially deadly situation?
I don't think I'd be able to help a baker with his food. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't think any of us feel any different.
Oh, I mean, I know a little bit, but yeah, I would not be the best for that.
Let's leave that to somebody who needs money more than we do.
Yeah, we're not exactly. Admittedly, it's not like we're desperate. So I guess
you guys just came into 400 gold.
plus also we're expecting more in a bit.
How much money do we even have at this point? My last tally is 979 gold.
You should hopefully be writing that down.
Yeah, I've got 3 our reward money, 979. Our reward money was, how much was that again?
Another 400.
Right, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I had less. I did have less money, but I bought new armor previously. So
There's one advantage to being a mage: no sense in wasting your money on armor.
And besides those jobs, there are a few more, but most of them are go out of town, do something in the city, like in another city.
Mm-hmm.
So most of them are just not applicable to your current situation.
So, theater?
Theater.
Theater. Theater. Sorry.
Well, again, we established Rishkadish is going to do the bouncer job. We're going to do the theater job.
I'm not sure which of us is in more greater risk, to be perfectly honest.
So you guys can, you both, Rishkadish takes her job thing off the board, and you guys take yours.
We'll set up we'll definitely set up where to meet after our respective jobs.
Okay.
Because
so, she'll know where to go when it comes to meeting you guys.
Right, and also, just in case of emergency, you know how to where we'll be, so that and we'll know where she is.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
You can even copy down where her location is, where the pub is, so you just know.
Yeah, and presumably she knows where we. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are. Your job is located at the theater house, which is in the Noble District. Hers is not in the Noble District. But what? Okay.
Is Ursa saying that she's nervous or showing?
No, I'm saying it. I'm saying it in chat because Ursa isn't saying it.
Okay.
I'm using the chat as out of character.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Sarah's feeling nervous.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, I'm feeling nervous because we're about to go into a flipping theatre, which is not specified how much will be paid, and apparently felt they needed to post in the guild rather than on one of the regular notice boards.
Well, keep in mind, if it's a bum deal, we go back to the guild, tell them how bum of a deal it is, and we put it on their heads, not ours.
This is assuming we survive.
The most dangerous acting you've ever done. All right.
I suspect there's a scene almost as bad, but I'm looking forward to it.
So, Rishkadish is just gonna wait at the Portside Inn until it's time for her to go to her quest.
Right. Hers is probably closer to the evening, ain't it?
You guys basically it's just an open invitation. The theater thing is like an open invitation. You're just gonna go in and then discuss what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So you can go at any point, basically.
No time like the present since we're all healed up.
Woo!
Not like we're expecting someone.
Makes sense. Just do a general diplomacy check to figure out where this thing is.
Yeah, sure.
Diplomacy.
I will diplome that. Probably not going to be too high of a DC, I hope, because I did not roll fantastic.
Okay. Carisha, you do manage to get a hold of a rather eccentric-looking theater individual who is quick to tell you that it's past the Bastille, and it's pretty. He says you'll know what it is. You'll know where it is when you see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of building.
And also, Carisha does not exactly look like a stranger to a theater.
Yeah. It takes you guys maybe a half an hour from where you are to get there.
Yeah.
It's at the edge of the Noble District. And how big is this place? It's pretty damn big. I'm not really good at descriptions here. It just looks like a giant theater. Marble flooring, columns.
Are we talking the globe here?
Yeah, kind of. Like a medieval globe.
The globe was medieval, no.
Shut up.
Wasn't the globe kind of Renaissance?
Stop with your facts.
Sorry, I'm British.
Logic has no place here. There are large canvases that kind of have depictions of certain shows that have either played or are going to be played.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's currently being advertised is the Hunt of the Great Elf.
The Hunt of the Great Elf?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that one's so boring.
It is an Etrian tale, and it is quite a long one.
Oh
An Etrian
god.
tragedy.
Yeah, the tragedy was how long the original is. Tell me they're going with the abridged.
How long is the abridged?
3 hours.
Well, maybe it'll be more interesting from the producer's side of the stage.
No, really.
Come on, I was just trying to book people up here. It's not working.
There's a reason I want the abridged version. If there's any mercy in humanity's soul, they found a way to bridge it further.
Well, humans are extremely good at condensing things to make them easier to understand. Or just less time consuming.
Your species is amazing that way.
Yeah, the doors are just open. Like, you guys are welcome to just go in and talk to whoever.
Okay. All right. We'll stroll on in. And I'll look for someone who looks like a theater director.
Okay. You see a human individual wearing aristocratic clothing. He's got brown hair and brown eyes, and he's got pretty much like a rolled up script in his hand, and he's talking to another group that seems to be auditioning.
Mm-hmm.
He's being nice to them, but not favorable of their performances, and you get the feeling that he's kind of showing them the door.
Oh boy.
Oh no, there's auditions.
What, you really thought we would just magically get the part?
Well, I was kind of hoping, yeah.
Look, we might be able to magically get the part, but if we're going to magically get the part, we have to use magic.
Do you even know this play? And do any of us know this whole play? Because clearly none of us would ever be able to stay awake through it, so how are we supposed to perform it?
Well, let's just put it this way. I actually can stay awake through it.
Elves don't sleep.
Yeah, you're
Yes, what he said. I was trying to be polite, but you know.
Okay, let me actually give you the quick version. This is actually an embellished version of an actual historical event. Okay, The original reason this play was put on was so that children could learn said events. And you would actually have to watch it several times because inevitably someone's mind would wander. Because But anyway, yes, I know the play. And if I had my way, we'd be excising good chunks of it.
I'm sure you could tell us all about that.
I could give you the soliloquy of the stag, but we don't have a half hour to waste. Actually,
you might impress him, though.
No, I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain in a merciful world they're not doing the soliloquy of the stag.
Thank you for your time. We'll do the message spell. You don't need to do the message spell to us. And they show these guys on the way out.
That's the waves.
Are you waving at the people who didn't get the job?
Yes, I am.
Oh, all right.
I'm being polite. I'm being polite.
Glares at
That's
you.
the wave. Ursa's confused. Ursa just likes to wave at people. You know, doesn't know why everybody's angry with her.
Creature slightly leans in and just shakes his head.
just lowers her hand slowly and just is like, no, Ursa.
That bad theater etiquette.
That's bad theater.
Sorry.
The man turns to you four and says, are you the next people for the auditions?
That would be us.
Great. Oh, wonderful. Those last four, they were not so good. Oh, and you have an elf amongst you. This is perfect. Great.
Yes.
I hope you act, sir. I need someone to be the lead role here.
Oh, thank God.
The lead role, huh? Tell me, are you doing the abridged version?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
You have to understand, this is a play for a primarily human audience. We don't have long attention spans.
Trust me. I can tell you from experience, based on the original audience, nobody has that long of an attention span.
The original version of that play. Oh, I'm sorry you're familiar with it. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm assuming you're from Etria.
Yes.
The play, for the others amongst you, the play was basically a telling of the rise of one of your first elders in Etria. But instead of focusing on any of the exciting bits, it mostly just spoke philosophy for 3 hours.
Sounds fascinating.
It certainly was something. Anyway, it was a very popular Etrian play, but I figured if I was going to be trying to sell this to a human audience, I'd try to bring a more exciting spin on it. So I'm
hence the combat experience requirement?
Yes, exactly. I'm going to be delving more into what I consider the more interesting parts of this elder's history when he was fighting in one of our first wars, when Etria was one of the biggest superpowers around.
Might actually be interesting. She says that in her head.
Carisha goes, it's not so much that Etria was a superpower, it's just that, we just got there first.
Very, very true, sir, very true. It took Gelderblame quite many years to catch up to you.
Gelderblame still hasn't caught up to them.
Yeah, they have.
Don't say that too loud.
It really depends on your definition of caught up. Also, Gelderblame cheats.
Well, they certainly have the money. That's the one thing Etria doesn't have that Gelderblame does have is mountains of gold. But nonetheless, if you're here to audition, I will prep you each on a scene, and we'll then see how well you guys can do.
Okay.
Alright, so he's going to take the three of you pretty much into the actual theater proper. and onto the stage. Right now, the stage is basically empty. You see a few stagehands in the back working on some equipment. Probably getting some sets, like starting to build some sets. And outside of that, it's just him and one or two advisors at his side, one of which is a very old-looking elf. He looks kind of annoyed and is grumbling to himself.
This guy's probably frustrated at the changes the other guy's making to the play.
Probably.
Where Krisho, a much younger elf, is kind of thankful for the changes.
So we'll start off with, obviously, since the lead role is a very important role to fill, I would like, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Krisho.
All right, Krisho, you'll be, I want to see if you have what it takes to be the lead role. So here is a excerpt, a monologue the character is going to have during the second act, and I'll give you a few minutes to read it over, and then.
Okay, yeah. For Krisha, we'll look it over. Does it look shorter, much shorter than it was in the original Elven?
You remember that the whole act was that monologue.
Ooh. Well, oh god.
There was an intermission in the middle of the monologue.
Oh man. So what you're saying is he's definitely shortened it.
Yes, he's gotten what he believes is the most important parts of it.
The essence.
I'm kind of imagining this as like a Princess Bride kind of thing, where like the narrator's like, oh, originally there was 500 pages of them picking their clothes and whatever.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I cut all that boring shit out.
Yeah, well, Krisha just kind of goes, okay, that's a good move, that's good. Maybe they should have cut this one out too, but I guess I could see, keeping the meter. I was like, oh, that's a great cut right there, yeah. Okay.
I sense he's having flashbacks to his childhood right now.
Krisha stands up straight. He'll pull out his sword so that way he can flourish it for certain lines, and then he will do a reading. I take it you probably want perform act.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone, if anyone questions whether or not Krisha could land this role?
Oh, hell yeah!
Damn, born to play it.
I should mention for the people on this stream that Rick just rolled a natural 20.
Congratulations, Rick. You are now officially the Patrick Stewart of this entire interaction.
It's like, to Dirk and Ursa, he was just kind of like boringly sifting through the dialogue, reading it over, like not looking all that interested on it. And then he just stands up, gets on stage, and the moment the spotlight hits him, he just like turns into acting mode and just like even you two are almost teary-eyed as he reads this tragic speech about the loss of a loved one.
Ursa is squealing a little bit.
I'm imagining Ursa just sort of kind of leaning into Dirk and him ever so slightly trying to push her away.
This is what's happening.
Even the old elf is kind of he's given a nod of respect. He thinks that was like amazingly well done.
Nice job, Sonny.
Well, an old elf is
that's a standing applause.
He's more like a tree. So I don't really.
Yeah. For an old elf, raising an eyebrow in appreciation is a thunderous applause.
Sorry,
you're lucky if this guy will say one word to you, basically.
I'll adjust the voice then. Tree? I am no tree.
You hear bones cracking.
Can we call him Harold?
Sure, his name is Harold.
Yay.
The director applauds you and is simply amazed he comes up on stage and is like, you have no idea how hard it's been to find someone just to read that monologue and to do it so well. I mean, it's great, and you're an elf to boot. The only thing I'm gonna need to make sure of is that you can handle any of the combat scene.
The combat.
Sorry.
The combat scene.
There are two involving your character. So
Right.
we're just gonna need you're from the guild, so you clearly have some combat experience. I'm just gonna have you spar with one of our extras who is trained in combat. And I just want to see how you handle it. And basically, if you can handle yourself, you've got it.
Well, archery is more my forte, but I can handle a blade.
Well, don't worry, they're wooden.
Oh, all right.
During the actual show, you'll use a real blade, but we're gonna practice before then.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay, so how this is gonna work is basically you can either do dexterity or strength rolls, whichever you're better in, and
so basically, you're going to treat it like I have a weapon finesse.
Basically, just
Okay.
for this, because you're performing. You're not like you're trying to do flourishes and make it look obvious and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So do whichever role is better, and you're gonna do a few of them, and you're gonna pretty much. You're gonna try and beat a roll that I'm gonna do. That's the spar guys.
And I'll add in my base attack bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. So dexterity plus base attack bonus plus d20. Okay.
And first roll.
No, not so great.
He didn't roll great either. Oh no, he did better than that. Okay, so the both of you are kind of slowly just balancing your blades. You're.
I'm not used to using a wooden sword.
You're striking every now and then, but it's obvious that he's not really going all out on you just because he wants to make sure you're getting a feel for it first.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then we're gonna do the second roll.
All right, second roll.
Oh shit.
Whoops.
Oh no. Well, let's see if he crits you, because
Oh god.
What's your AC?
16.
You're not gonna take. Oh god. Okay, he crit you. So basically, you go to swing the sword. You feel like, okay, I'm gonna step my game up here, and you just go to strike, and the guy just knocks it out of your hand so easily that it like flies across the room, and you trip and fall on your face.
Okay.
He's
in this
much
case,
more elegant than that usually. Just trust us.
Actually, I think this is the time. This is the time in which I'm going to pull out a little trick. I'm going to distract him suddenly with a ghost sound and get my sword back.
You're gonna do what? Oh, ghost sound?
I'm going to use the cantrip ghost sound in order to make a spooky wind sound to distract him so I can get my sword back.
The theater's haunted. Oh shit.
Yeah, would Ursa and Dirk hear it?
Yes, it's because the volume sound dependent produces as much noise as 12 normal humans. So yeah, the whole theater can hear it.
Okay, he does get a will save to see if he recognizes that you're just trying to mess with him, though.
Yes.
He failed.
You want? Oh, I was about to say because the DC is based on my the DC is actually the DC is only 13. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's plus your caster level. So he rolled a 12 total. So he's like, whoa, what the fuck is going on in here?
And Carisha takes the opportunity to grab his sword and flourishes it again.
What ho? Okay, do another roll. That ghost sound distracted the director, so he didn't see flub necessarily.
Well, he's gonna see this.
Nice. Okay, confirm to see if you crit.
Okay.
That's definitely a crit. You give the guy some payback, and not only do you knock the blade out of his hand, you strike him on the back of his leg, causing him to fall to one knee, and then you you do that expert kind of like putting the blade right at the neck and just being like, yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's just like, stupid. What the hell happened back there? You fucking distracted me.
No, actually, the theater is genuinely haunted.
He's not saying that to Carisha. He's saying that to the guys working in the back, who he assumes played a prank on him, and they both just shrug.
Whoa.
The one thing that they fortunately cut from from some of the dialogue was that the elder in question wasn't above a trick or two.
The director, he nods. He's like, wasn't the best, but serviceable for what we need. With a little practice, you'll be fine for the show, I think. Okay, great. That's amazing. Let's see. We still need a few more spots. We need the companion of... Hold on 1 second. Endel is the name of the elder. We need Atten, who was one of his companions as he was growing up. The two fought together during the war. Atten can be played by a girl or a boy. I'm not partial to either.
Traditional middle-aged theatre, everybody was played by men, including female roles, so, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, that really doesn't matter in this world, because this isn't Earth.
This ain't your dad's medieval theater.
So which one of you would like to try for that role? Or would neither of you like to try for that role and try for something else?
I want to hear what the rest of the roles are.
There's obviously some extras. They need someone to play what is essentially the antagonist, who is a rogue elder from from a house that in modern day does not exist anymore.
Ooh.
I was going to say, that does sound rather fitting, doesn't it?
House Neon. And the guy's name was Aloth.
With a name like that, how could he not be the villain?
Yeah, really. Aloth Neon. So there's the villain, there is the companion, extras, the woman that Bill eventually married, and there is some smaller parts that are above extra, but not like anything really worth noting. There's also, if you prefer not to act, they could use someone to help in stage, like help operate shit while the play is going on.
I want to say yes, but Ursa wouldn't. So, in the interest of staying in character, not going to put forth that. Sorry, what were the roles again?
Atten the companion, Endel's wife, Aloth Neon, who's the villain, and then some lesser characters who I haven't named, but they're not extras. They do have roles in the story, but they're not big.
Dirk, does Dirk want the villain?
Dirk wants the villain.
Character. Right, Dirk can have the villain. So we'll go for the companion.
Okay. So then, we need perform checks from both of you.
This just act.
Yeah.
Perform act, yep.
I don't have perform act. I've got perform dance and I've got perform sing.
You could sing your lines.
I have to.
I mean, I don't have perform act either. I just rolled my charisma.
So we just
I was about,
we just roll on charisma.
if you want tips from Carisho will give you appropriate ways to sing it.
Carisha, you can do a perform act and aid another.
Okay.
Basically,
Okay.
you're gonna give her a
As long
plus
as
2.
I don't have to actually sing, we'll be all right.
Yeah. He's gonna basically his role will give you.
Well, did you notice that he didn't actually have me pretend to give a dialogue or anything?
Yes, I noticed.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I do not have an actual script, guys. I did not write a play. I like Pathfinder. I don't like Pathfinder that much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that 23 was on my aid another check, which is still a DC 10.
Yeah. So, Scarab, you're getting a plus 2 to your roll.
Right. I was just going, who should help? I don't know this play. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, well,
also, don't forget to add your charisma.
Yeah, if you're going to sing it like this, and then he'll give you a couple pointers.
Okay. Kidding, I'm not a soprano. Oh, fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you expect a bass out of an elf?
Fair enough. Alright, so it's roll plus charisma, and that's it.
Well,
Yes.
you get the. Well,
And then we'll add what the bonus is from Rick.
Yeah, you get a plus 2 from me.
Do I get a plus 2, or is this just for her?
Oh, I have to roll it separately for you, but it will not be
Whoa! Damn, 125! Holy crap!
Yeah, technically speaking, mine was a 29.
Okay. You can do one more aid another. You can do one more aid another for Jack. If you do, everyone got above a 20, which is insane.
Yeah, I did. Let me see here. My aid another for Dirk is that.
Okay, great. Wow. So the advisors and the director are just like, where have you been? We went through so many auditions, and none of them were good. You're the first
Does that
actor.
mean we have the part?
Not quite. We still need to practice combat.
Ooh.
But thankfully, Alan, that's the character Ursa's playing, was a mage, so you're not really expected to sword fight. You're expected to do flashy stuff with magic.
Ooh, now you're talking her language.
The elder walks up to you and leans forward and gruffly says, "Prestidigitation." That's all he says. and then he walks back.
Did I just get advice from an elven elder?
Yep.
The director's like, I think the plan is to not use real spells. We don't want to actually like burn any actors' faces off. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me just remind myself of what prestidigitation does exactly. I remember the basics.
Actually, I have it up at the moment because I was considered using it. Minor tricks that you can use for practice. It enables you to perform simple magical effects. They are minor and have severe limitations. Basically, they can't do damage. They can't give any sort of bonus or penalty to anyone. They can do stuff like they can make crude objects that are blatantly not real. One popular use is cleaning or other light movements. You know,
don't forget you also have your dancing lights and your other small spells that
right. Like one classic that everyone uses prestidigitation for is to make your cloak billow when you need it to.
Oh man, you should do that on Dirk's character the whole time. Every time he has an evil speech, prestidigitation the cloak.
Okay.
We could back from
so
off
we'll do that.
stage.
She unfortunately is not wearing a cloak.
So basically, what I want you to do is, you're gonna do your dancing performance, so you get to add your
Okay.
bonus from that and all that, and you're gonna do 2 or 3 checks, and then you're just gonna like shoot off spells while you're doing it.
Okay.
So, give me the first roll, and I'll tell you what to do.
This isn't plus anything, is it? Oh wait, hang on, my bad.
No, it's plus your perform dance.
Plus perform dance.
Because you're basically
then.
you're basically using your techniques in dancing to like make yourself flourish and look like draw eyes to you while you're doing your actions as an actor would want to do basically. Okay, 16's a pass. Now what I want you to do is do a concentration check to make sure that the spell is gonna go off.
Yeah,
Right.
that's 1d20 plus your character level.
Okay, we're level 3.
What feat did you go with again?
Oh wait, hang on. 20.
She did take combat casting, so she gets
Okay.
I
plus
did,
4 to
yeah.
that.
She gets
Oh,
a
right.
plus 4 to that, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 22 plus 4 is 26.
Yeah,
Okay,
oh yeah,
great.
you made that. You definitely made that.
Yeah, you're fine. You're shooting dancing lights out, and you're using prestidigitation to make them like explode and look really cool. Just give me
a little smiley face.
okay.
Smiley face, not appropriate for this play. I'll tell you that.
Fine.
You just give me one more performance, and then one more concentration check.
Okay, so that's my perform.
Okay, that's definitely a pass.
And so my roll plus combat casting.
Mhm.
Yes, you had level plus combat casting plus your
Okay, so
It's pretend combat casting, but combat casting nonetheless. Since these are 0 level spells, you're fine. I think.
10 plus 4.
Actually, no, she failed by 1 on a 0 level spell concentration check.
Oh no! Don't tell me these things.
I'm not doing a level. Oh, well, too late.
You're doing a level
Yeah.
0 spell. DC is 15.
I
just fucked up.
So close.
The very end of your performance ends with prestidigitation kind of going haywire and just kind of fizzling out in your hand. So you were building up to this big finish, and then just like nothing happens.
It's okay. Carisha dropped his sword.
They are still impressed, and the director says that, well, again, with a little practice, you'll be fine for the show.
Elsa was embarrassed as hell by the fact she just failed prestidigitation, which her entire career was based on before she came to the island. She's utterly mortified right now. Like, you think she'd prestidigitize her own face red.
You should prestidigitize it to hide that you're embarrassed and make it look
I
normal.
just open that. She's doing that.
Yeah, you know what actually is funny, by the way, out of character, I just noticed? You remember how they gave me a new shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't need to. The 0 level spell I took was mending.
Oh, nice.
I could have fixed my own shirt.
You got a free shirt out of that.
Yeah.